Hey, a good day and welcome, dear person, to my channel. This is a bonus video, little intro. My name is Vandeputte, I'm a talent and I'm channels all about talent and teaching. Earlier this week I made a video about some Aputure lighting modifiers that I got in the mail. Hello. Can you see me? Safety is number one. Oh god. Thanks Aputure, you guys are cool. What I didn't put in that video, and to be honest, I really don't know why I didn't put it in, is what the lights actually look like when they're on. So I showed you what the lights look like and how they're packaged and everything and how you set them up. But I didn't actually do any lighting tests. And today I've been playing around with it, and yesterday I shot this video that you're currently watching, but it was shit, so I'm shooting it again with a nice backdrop, a black backdrop, and I want to go over the 4 different lighting modifiers. So we're shooting on the LS120D light, which is an LED light, and I love it. It's got a remote control and you can change all the brightness values, and it links up with other stuff, all with this little Wi-Fi remote. Currently my office lights are on, so I wanted to make this look bad, and then from there on we'll improve using the lighting modifiers. So we're gonna talk about the normal light dome, the light dome mini, both with diffuser in front and with the grid, which is this thing. We're going to talk about the Fresnel mount, and we're going to talk about the space light. Oh god, I'm going to set this all up and we're going to make it look nice. Currently, what is set up is the light dome mini with the soft diffuser in front. Now, there is an issue that I have to address. I should be shooting this video at night with no other lighting, because currently there is my window, which is, yeah, I've got a second camera running. I'm super professional today. That window is still adding a bit of light, but as you can see, it's not heaps, so I hope that we can still figure out what's going on with these lights. So that's the light dome mini with the diffusion panel. It is at about 45 degrees in front of me and 45 degrees high. Now I shouldn't be doing that on camera, I think, or ever really, because I'm sure that's illegal in a lot of places. This looks good, right? You know, it looks good. How I would finish this off, because this side is quite dark, I would add a LED panel to my side, which actually, let's do that. Let's get that sorted real quick. Dunzo. I now have, I have one of my LED panels, the wide one, at about a bit over a meter and a half from my side on group B with this little Wi-Fi remote, and it's at 10%. So this is an image that I'm finally getting somewhere. Because I really like this. So this is what I look like currently with both the light dome mini and a LED panel to my side. This is what I look like with just the light dome mini with the diffusion panel. Now I'm going to replace the diffusion panel with the grid to see how that impacts the shot. I've been told that it is mostly used to separate your subject from your backdrop. And as you can see with this big light, there's quite a lot of light hitting the black backdrop, which I spent about 40 minutes trying to iron out all the creases, and I melted part of the thing because it's so synthetic and the iron was hotter than I thought. Anyways, totally irrelevant. Let's try out the grid. This is what I look like with the grid. I had to adjust the brightness of the light a little bit. It's currently at 52% because more light is coming through, because it's just the grid. There's nothing actually blocking or diffusing the light. So I was a bit overexposed, but yeah, as you can see, there's still, I guess, what I just realized is there's still a lot of light on here, but there's a massive window there, so that's probably what's casting the light on it. Let's flip back and forth between the grid and the diffuser to see if there's a noticeable difference. I think there is. Let's have a quick look with the side LED panel as well. I really like this look, the way it looks currently. It looks real nice with the black backdrop. I also have a white one that we might try out at some other point in time, but yeah, enough of this. Let's try out the big light dome. Still rolling. All right, big light dome. And here we have the big light dome with the diffusion panel. It is about an arm's length away from me, slightly higher than eye level. Actually, no, it's at eye level. And yeah, I really like the way my face looks right now, even though I've got some really dry skin. Holy shit. Once again, let's light that side panel up. Usually I notice like reflections on my face, but it seems to be alright right now. So side panel off, just so we have this shot of me looking straight into the camera so we can compare it with the other ones. God, filming yourself is so weird. Alright, do I need anything else of this? I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat this huge softbox. It's just so nice. Next up is the space light. This was my favorite bit of the previous video. You know what time it is. Gee, always gets ya. Let's have a look, shall we? Boom. That's actually quite nice and soft. And yeah, it looks good. I really like this light because it's so lightweight and folds down so small. You can bring it anywhere. Same with this light. You can fit so many accessories just in the one bag, so that's really cool. Not gonna bother with the reflector. I'm sure it's got some use for it, but yeah, not gonna bother with that now. Anyways, let's look into the camera real nice for a couple seconds. Up next, the Fresnel mount, which is going to be horrible. This is what the Fresnel mount looks like in flood mode. So it's compacted and the beam is as wide as possible, which I think is about 45 degrees. I had to lower the brightness of the light all the way down to its minimum, which is 10%, because it is concentrating the beam almost. Yes, it's a bit wide, but it's still concentrating it on my face. And as you can see, the light is super harsh, super shadowy, but kind of looks pretty dramatic, and it reminds me of like stage lighting. It is kind of like a spotlight. And yeah, if you're looking for a dramatic light with, you know, it's high contrast, it's very intense, and you can isolate a subject, because if I'm further away from this backdrop, but as you can see, this is a small office, and that's why I got the Light Dome Mini, I don't have a lot of space to work with, so we've got to, you know, if I come even closer, you can see all my pores and sweat rolling out. Gross. But you'll see the shadow behind me move out of frame, so that's how you can work. Lighting is all about dicking around, pretty much, because trial and error, baby. There's basic rules, you know, like key, back and fill lighting, 3-point lighting, all that stuff. But I'm just going with the flow, trying to figure it all out. So let's change this to the spot mode now, which is going to be even more intense. And there you have it. I've moved the light as far away as possible. It's 1.5 meters now from me. My face is super bright. It really is almost overexposed. But I'm judging by the histogram, and it's just on the edge of it. It's not impossible to look here and have the light there, about 45, you know the drill by now. But it is really bright and slightly uncomfortable. Now that we've got all the angles covered, let's cycle through them and put them side by side and see which one works best. I'd love to hear from you which one you preferred. Please drop it in the comments down below, and while you're at it, you might as well give it a good old thumbs up, a little like, if I might call it that. That's literally what it's called. I don't know what's going on. I always like start struggling at the end of making these videos with how am I going to end this, what else do I need to say, check me out on Twitter and Instagram, subscribe, blah blah blah. And here I go again, big ramble. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this bonus video. I'm really enjoying getting back into making regular content and seeing the feedback in the comments, people saying videos are getting better and better. It's because I've been spending more time on the edit and, you know, spending more time on figuring out what looks best and storytelling and all these things. So I'm super excited. We hit 38,000 subscribers, by the way. Thank you so much for the support. Really love it. And yeah, I just, I'm really enjoying it. What else was I gonna say? Not much, that's what. Stop sweating.